Run that back, Turbo.
I can hit it on the dots. Put that foreign out that lot.
I'm the 2K MC, and it's time for Winter Madness in the neighborhood. That's right, it's back. Drop into my career, reach the NBA, and hit up these 2K Compete events all week long. Each event adds a new way to compete in the neighborhood, so jump in and win. Because we're also bringing back the 2K TV Winter Madness MVPs. Hit the top tier in the most events on your platform, and we'll hook you up with 250,000 VC. Remember, 2K.
A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The blue line making its way out of the station are setting tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at the Hornets. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Celtics, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And, you know, for the Hornets, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. D.A., thank you. Couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Hayward, Lonzo Ball out there with Harris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Horford in at the center. And for the Celtics, they've got Chris Middleton. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's James in at the 1. Now here's Kuzma, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Harris, right side, and they pick up 2. Harris has got his team on the board to start the game for Charlotte.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
To the left wing, pass to Horford. Leonard against Ingles. Leonard, no luck. And so James will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Here's Ball. Great D that time from LeBron.
And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And stolen by James. Here's Ingles. Leonard with the steal. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. There's the pass to Hayward. And the Hornets miss again.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And the basket by Ingles.
Joe Ingles has finished top 5 in the league's three-point shooting on multiple occasions. You've got to contest that.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Now, here's Ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Hayward. And Cantor pulls it down.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Middleton the pass to James. No good on that one. Hayward with some nice D. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the evening. That free throw good from Leonard.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on. Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Here's Middleton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
And here we go. And Kuzma slams it in.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Now, here's Ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Hayward. Horford trying to free himself up. Hayward can hit.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's LeBron. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Detroit, and the layup's good off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Ball, the bounce pass. Middleton against Harris. Here's Horford. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
James, that's a 2-pointer. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass the ball. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, I love the determination with Ball. Always attacking. Does a great job of putting the defense on its heels.
James, the pass to Cantor. Back to James. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Leonard.
He stepped up his game on the glass big time this month. His numbers are outstanding, but even if the numbers weren't there, his activity in the paint has been incredible. His hard work is paying off, and they want more of the same from that young man.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. Third spot, the Celtics.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Now Harris, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Harris dishes to Horford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
You know, you've got to be willing to sit down on the pump fakes of Al Horford. He does an extraordinary job getting the defense to commit.
You know, people refer to Al Horford being the hub for this team. Defensively, he's always in the right position and such a good playmaker for a big man.
Free throw drops for Al Horford. And it's no coincidence teammates often have the best seasons of their careers, Doris, playing alongside Al Horford.
I think, Kevin, that has everything to do with his passing ability, but also his willingness to be an incredible screener. This guy walls off defenders as long as possible, maybe even flirting with a moving screen. All I know is guys get wide open looks off of Al Horford's screening ability.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Charlotte trailing. And stolen by James. Middleton for three. Hornets with the rebound. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Al Horford. It's LeBron with the drive. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Hayward. A second chance effort. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Enes Kanter.
Kevin, this guy has great presence of mind. Gordon Hayward will take a pounding. He embraces a chance to get some free ones from the foul line.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Celtics. Charlotte also making some changes. Dion Waiters comes in for Harris. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Lonzo Ball.
Boy, I'll never forget how close Gordon Hayward came to creating one of the seminal moments in college hoops history, nearly winning the national championship with a half-court shot at the buzzer. But alas, Butler falls just short.
Now Brunson, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Over LeBron. They get it back. Waiters. Good work defensively by Morris.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Middleton for three. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
What shall we call LeBron James? In this instance, I think point forward will do. Someone that you can trust to run the offense, Kevin.
Now here's Brunson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Waiters for 3. It's good from long range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And it's Waiters again missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Brunson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now here's LeBron. His numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game. Here's Cantor. 4-point game. They get the rebound. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Here's Hayward, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Boston.
Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
First free throw is good. And Doris, you talk about when Gordon Hayward is playing his best. What makes him, in your mind, so special?
Well, when he's right physically, he can be a go-to offensive weapon, Kevin. This guy is the true definition of triple threat, right? He can pick you apart with his passing, with his shooting, and also off the dribble drive. Boy, when he's right, he is tough to stop.
Hayward hits them both. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills, now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0". And that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Boston making a switch here. James is checked in. Hayward hits them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Celtics trail by 6. No one near James as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall. James has got 5.
Boy, when LeBron is pulling and hitting that jumper, you know he's in the zone. Just one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game.
Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for Dion Waiters.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Mills. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Mills.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Leonard. The putback. Here's Powell. Len with the block.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Now here's Waiters. He's got 6. Pass to Brunson. Powell down low. Len on him. Len with the block. And they're able to recover. Shots good by Waiters.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And Mills kicks to Len. Passes it to James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is in complete command, not only of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Hornets. Both good from the line that time. 1:19 left in the first. Now here's Brunson. Outside Leonard. From 18 feet away, a new 14 for Charlotte. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Boy, just always aggressive under the rim. Robin Lopez earning his keep tonight.
James against Leonard. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. Corner shot. It's rebounded by Brunson.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Feeds it to Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 9-point Charlotte lead.
Well, with a 7'3" wingspan, Kawhi Leonard can beat even good defense with that reach.
Now James. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the pass to Mills. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Hornets, Jalen Brunson out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Lopez in at the 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's James. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Korver kicks to James. Over Leonard. And it's James missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Brunson. The rebound by the Celtics. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. From 10 feet out, Lopez, no luck. Celtics trail by 9. Looking to get it going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyle Korver. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
That free throw missing.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Leonard, the pass to Holmes. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LeBron James. The Hornets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That free throw good from Holmes. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's LeBron. Yep, that one goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
LeBron James. At the line with 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good, James. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Ball, the pass to Lopez. Leonard attacking, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he's known as the Claw, Kawhi Leonard Doors, with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
First one falls for him.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor comes in for Len, and Markieff Morris subbed in for Patty Mills. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking. And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Goes up on the high post. Rebound, Boston. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Lopez, no luck.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Korver passes to LeBron. Shoots over Ball. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from LeBron.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. Al Horford is checked in for Charlotte. For Boston, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. LeBron against Ball. He feeds it to Horford. Back to Ball. 4 on the shot clock. Holmes kicks to Harris. From deep. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Now we get a chance to view the NBA's best setup man, LeBron James, second.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And the Hornets call time here. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And, Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Celtics on D. Ball with it. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Over Middleton. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
James finds Ingles. Cantor with it. James outside. From deep three-point range, the Hornets pull it in. Leonard's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Now here's James. 18 points for him. Ingles passes to LeBron. The shot will not fall. And the Hornets now going the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, Greg. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Now here's James. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Yes, that goes in. And that's now 20 points for LeBron.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Ball kicks to Leonard. Holmes can't get it to go in. Celtics trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Middleton the pass to Cantor. Over Ball. Rebounded by Holmes.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Ball dishes to Horford. And it's in there. Horford's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
To me, that play is about focus from Al Horford. Just extraordinary body control on the finish. Nice.
Bounce pass Middleton. That shot off, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Harris passes to Leonard, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Leonard's got 14 points for the game.
Well, guys, Kawhi may not have averaged 20 points per game until his 5th season, but now it happens with regularity.
Pass to Morris. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal by himself. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
And Middleton kicks to Morris. Puts up a 3. The Hornets pull it in. Leonard's got 8 rebounds in this game. Harris outside. And it's off from 3-point range. James against Harris. Passes it to Cantor. He kicks it to Middleton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play. And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Joe Ingles. The Hornets also changing it up. Powell, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Gordon Hayward comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Waiters in for Gary Harris. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a 2nd or 3rd option.
Now the pass to Ball. 6 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. That's now 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Now here's James. He's got 20, and Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Middleton against Waiters. And Boston with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
A 3 from Morris. Waiters grabs the miss. Waiters got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ball against Middleton. Pass to Waiters. Here's the teardrop, and it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the Hornets with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Middleton dishes to James. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hayward passes to Waiters. Great D that time from Middleton.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Hayward against Kuzma. Back to Middleton. Dishes it to Morris. Nice ball movement by Boston. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket for Middleton.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Waiters passes to Powell. Good work there as it goes.
Tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
And so James will bring it up for Boston. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
Greg, it was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Here is Hayward, following the bucket by the Celtics. And Hayward at the stuff.
How about the quick first step of Gordon Hayward? Exceptional at gliding past the defense on his way to the bucket.
James looking around. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Charlotte Hornets. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 16 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, we all appreciate the toughness of Kawhi Leonard. Nothing phases him mentally. Wears you down physically, always focused, always competing. Terrific first half.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the...
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
We've got Joe Ingles. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's LeBron in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Ingles kicks to James. The three. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Pass to Harris. Three-pointer. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Ball feeling it out a bit. To the middle, here's Horford. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Horford's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
James, and he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 26 points.
Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
Ball finds Leonard. 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Really left alone that time. Harris has got the lead up to 12 now for Charlotte.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Passes it to James. And he banks in the layup. 28 points for him.
Well, I'll tell you, if you work as hard as LeBron James, as he did in that instance, he's a physical force inside. That's going to be his shot every time.
Hayward, right side. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayward's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
James in the post. Defended by Hayward.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Harris outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 12. Kuzma passes to James. Kuzma outside. The pass to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Hayward can hit. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Boston Celtics. Pass to LeBron. Shoots over ball. James, no good.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Hayward dishes the ball. With the teardrop, the rebound by the Celtics. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That one drops for him. James has got 30 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
From 12 feet out, and he nails the jumper. And that's now 18 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Alex Len's checked in for Enes Kanter. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Joe Ingles. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Mills in for LeBron. Charlotte also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Horford. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Lonzo Ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, many consider this guy the best two-way player in the world, and you love that Kawhi Leonard's defense, he is the guy that finishes. That's appropriate.
Leonard with the steal. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Kicks it to Len. Pass to Karuch. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Hornets leading by 14. And second-round pick Kurucs ended up starting most of last season for the Nets as a rookie.
Well, think about it. Back in Europe, this guy was playing limited minutes for Barcelona. Some said they were trying to hide him from NBA scouts. But there is no question he is on everyone's radar now, Kev.
Passes to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Kurucs. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris passes to Brunson. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Waiters.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the pass to Kuzma. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Brunson. Can't hit that one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Korver kicks to Mills. Here's Len. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, with the length and athleticism, the intimidation becoming a factor, Len aggressive in the painted area draws the foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
Well, Alex Len has the kind of length and interior game to make himself valuable. A solid big man, somebody you want in your rotation.
Morris is checked in for Boston. Powell, he's checked in for Charlotte. Waiters comes in for Harris. Both free throws good from Len. Here's Brunson. High arcing shot. Len grabs the board.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Back to Mills. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Mills has got it back down to within single digits for Boston. Now here's Brunson. No good on that one.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Waiters surveying the D. With some arc. Rebounded by Korver. On offense, here are the Celtics. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Over to the wing. Leonard with the steal. And Waiters has it in the corner. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Korver, good.
Well, this is the specialty of young Mr. Kyle Korver. He has made a living due to the fine shooting skills.
And the Hornets call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Celtics second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Now Brunson. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Waiters outside. Oh, and the jam by Waiters.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. One kick kicks to Mills. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Celtics, Patty Mills. At the line with 1 shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Waiters on the wing. Shoots over Korver. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kuzma. Oh, good with the triple. And for the Hornets, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Brunson with it. Waiters outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Waiters got 5 points now in the quarter.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Mills finds Land. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Mills. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The pass to Waiters. Back to Leonard. He gets that one. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
New group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Alex Len. Joe Ingles comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. And James subbed in for Patty Mills. And then for Charlotte, Al Horford's checked in for Lopez. And Gordon Hayward's is subbed in for Leonard. Back to LeBron. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Waiters. And Middleton with the block. Pass to Ingles. No good. Shot missing. Hayward with some nice D. Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Middleton.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
James against Waiters. The wide open look here for Ingles. Good, and the assist goes to James. Ingles has got 6 points.
Well, just another weapon in the arsenal of Joe Ingles, right? The catch-and-shoot game on point.
Here's Horford. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Here's Boston now. They're on a 20-7 run. And here's Brunson. Waiters finds Brunson. 1 second left, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Charlotte. They're up by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. Deion Waiters is out there with ball. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Hayward. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
LeBron James at the line with 1 shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. The Hornets trail. Waiters passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
Middleton outside. And right through it goes. And the Celtics lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
LeBron against Ball. Clock at 6. Here's Hayward, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
This is one of Hayward's go-to shots. Phenomenal at getting the space he needs.
Middleton for 3, drains it from beyond the arc.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Hornets shooting 39% from the floor, not their best. Ball with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Middleton. Doesn't go that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And Waiters kicks to Horford. Ball against Middleton. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Powell up and in from the low block. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Harris is checked in for the Hornets.
Gary Harris.
Ball against James. He dishes it to Middleton. 5 on the clock. Ingles kicks to Morris. Shoots over Powell. Boston, no good that time either. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass the ball. Harris outside. Hayward from outside. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Ingles dishes to Cantor. In the corner, it's Morris. Over ball. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. Harris looking it over. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. Here's James. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And he's someone the defense should be keying on, especially in this moment.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Now a timeout called by Boston. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Celtics trail by 4. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Ball's running. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. LeBron passes to Morris. He kicks to Cantor. 4 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Boston again missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Hayward outside. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Cantor dishes to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Boston. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
The Celtics making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Leonard, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. James, no good.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Leonard attacking. That one misses. LeBron with some nice D. Kuzma kicks to Middleton. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Kuzma.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes it to Ingles. The pass to Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end his cold spell. James misses.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Hayward. Kuzma pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. 9 points for Kyle Kuzma.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Charlotte calls timeout. And one of those glue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
Hornets leading by 4. Outside Leonard. Goes up the baseline, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by James. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now, here's Ball. Leonard with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half. On the wing, James. Back to Middleton. Pass to Kuzma. Over Harris. Lowe's, but it rolls out.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Ball kicks to Leonard. The feed to Hayward. In the corner, it's Harris. And Boston with the rebound.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
James, the pass to Middleton. Back to LeBron. Floats one. Good work defensively by Horford.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
James, the pass to Cantor. Over Harris. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Over Ingles. No good that time. And it's Boston the other way. Pass to Cantor. Over Hayward. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Enes Kanter.
Enes Kanter, so aggressive and assertive. Big-time play.
Ball against LeBron. Left side, Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And here's Ingles outside. Horford with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Harris. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
One shot.
Celtics trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got his 6th rebound on the night. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
That free throw good from Leonard.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Now James. Just 5 on the clock. And that one off the back of the rim and in. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, not a lot to be done if LeBron gets a solid screen in a pick-and-roll set like that one.
Outside Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
Two shots.
It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Leonard hits them both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Horford.
Hey guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
LeBron James at the line with 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. Hornets leading by 9. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A 3 from Leonard. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hornets.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Charlotte.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
You can't fault the defensive effort there. At times, Kuzma's just too talented a scorer on the drive.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Lenz checked in for Enes Kanter. Henson comes in for Joe Ingles. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Edwards in for James. That one misses for Kuzma. And here are the Hornets now. They're leading by 8. Pass the ball. And Henson sends it back.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, Greg, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Holmes with it. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Here with Gordon Hayward. Gordon, great effort for you guys tonight, and you get the win.
We did. We guarded extremely well. All-around effort by everybody. Great game. I thought we really moved the ball. Great win.
Excellent inside-out defense, Gordon. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
A 200 millas en un jet ski. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Yeah. Debajo del sol, debajo del sol. A 200 millas en un jet ski. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol, debajo del sol. Que todos los te quemen. Yo soy la ola, mejor ni remen. Le pasé por encima con la guay semen. Ando de blanco entero, flow santero. La dueña encima de mí como si cantara bolero. Rumba buena, timbalero. Si tú quieres me caso contigo adentro de un balero. Ey, o a 200 millas en un jet ski. Ey, si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol, debajo del sol.